Thank you so much, Lata. I'm Deepti Yenireddy. I'm a graduate of 2006 IIT Madras Electrical Engineering. Some of the best places in campus definitely are my hostel, Sharavati, as well as the spot right next to Sharav, the mega mess, obviously, Gurunath, and then the walks to and fro from the main gate. So, this experience has been life-changing for me. Will forever be grateful to what IIT Madras gave me. Maybe I can talk a little bit about my journey since then. Even at IIT, I was always about ideas, business ideas, startup ideas. But, none of my friends entertained me as much because, we all had to go get a job. So back in that day, like everyone else, I got a job. I joined Schlumberger as a field engineer, worked there for a few years, moved on to Shell. Did pretty much the same thing where, I would evaluate large oil fields, in various countries, interpret, and then figure out the best ways for our clients to extract them. After that, I moved to the US to get an MBA, and post MBA worked, in the investment management space, evaluating early stage products. So that's where I think my startup interest and got it. So I came to the US to get my MBA. Right after my MBA, worked in the investment management space where I evaluated products in early stage tech. So that's where my passion for creating products to make an impact on people, as well as seeing what's out there that is being created on a day-to-day basis, intersected. And I really started thinking about starting a company. And also 2013 is when I had my son. And I was like, if this is the time, if it's not now, it's never. So started MAALA in 2015, mainly through a personal pain point of setting up meetings. So I didn't have an executive assistant at that point of time. And I had to go through so many back and forth emails because I was meeting a lot of people. So started MAALA with a couple of my friends where we thought, hey, could we use conversational AI to automate, meeting setup? So started that. We then slowly pivoted that to a recruiting point automation solution, mainly because AI, when you apply it to unstructured conversations, doesn't do really well with accuracy, and business environments need accuracy. So to get paid customers, we needed to be 100% accurate. So recruiting use case gave us that structured use case where AI can be applied reliably. That was successful, built MAALA to a 75% company, raised multiple rounds of Silicon Valley VC funding from Storm Ventures, as well as prominent angels like Gokul Rajaram, who's currently on the board of Coinbase and Pinterest. And then finally built MAALA to an HR platform solution where we used conversational AI to automate a lot of actions within the talent workflow. Booked customers such as SAP, Booking.com, among others, deployed worldwide for them. The thing that were, that throughout this journey where, there were so many ups and downs, building a startup is not easy. What kept me, what kept all of us going is the impact we created for our customers and users. So on an average, they saw, 70+% automation wherever MAALA was deployed. So that was very fulfilling to see. And being the CEO and co-founder, I focused on the sales side as well as the product. And really found the passion again with product. So was able to lead a successful exit in September last year to Phenom People, which is an HR tech unicorn. And since then, I've been VP of product at Phenom, where I focus on AI, conversational AI, and so on. So, and at Phenom, what I do is lead product at scale. So it's 1,000 people company, different scale than MADRAS, and different challenges. So rather than ideation and conceptualization here, it's all about scaling. How do we do things at scale? How do we make things repeatable? So that's been my journey so far. I'm super passionate about giving back to the community now, because 5 years of being a founder, I've taken so much help from so many people. I feel now is my turn to give back. Basically what I've been doing since the acquisition is advising a number of companies, advising women-led companies in various spaces, including e-commerce, healthcare, and also giving back to the community here, where I'm helping with this org called Families Against Mandatory Minimum. So being socially involved as well. And I'd love to give back to my alma mater, IIT Madras, because I'm who I am because of IIT Madras. So, would love to help anybody, any alumni from IIT Madras who are, looking to start, looking to bounce off ideas, brainstorm product ideas, how to target customers, and at the same time, how to build products. So core product management principles. More than happy to help. Of course, I'm located in the area. So, any connections that I can help, with over here, that's something that I'd love to help with as well. Yeah, I think there are a lot of learnings through the years, but the most important ones, I'll talk about the industry learnings as well as personal learnings. With respect to the industry, I think working in AI, one thing I realized is, everybody loves AI. There's so much you can do, but the most important entity here is the user. If the user doesn't understand how AI works or how the use case is being, tackled, it doesn't matter, what kind of crazy algorithms we put in place, the user just won't trust it. So that's something that I've learned, and I had to really evolve our product to incorporate transparency and control to show, why is this AI assistant behaving the way it is, and also how can you control it? How can you change it? I think that is something that not only startups, but even large companies, the big ones like Facebook, Google, haven't yet completely addressed. For people to be able to trust it, for people to be able to reliably use it. And that's something that I think will continuously evolve in the explainable AI space. Secondly, what I also notice, and this is something that has, I think, recently changed in the last couple of years, is products. Essentially, US is a capitalistic country. So people build companies, products for certain benefits, monetary benefits as well. I think what people are becoming more and more conscious about is, in addition to the core management, product management principles, which is, focus on the user, focus on, how big the use case is, the market segments. I think I'm seeing more and more people think about, are we doing harm? Is this product good for the community? Do we need to think about that? Because we see companies that have grown really big over the years, that probably didn't think through this and now are having to backtrack and think through this now, given the social, political situations, world over. So those are some of the things I'd say, which are like macro level. Personally, what I've learned is, as a founder, you take so many rejections every day. I think I've I've developed a very thick skin now, and I wish I had this level of confidence coming out of IIT. But that is something I would encourage every new graduate is, we are probably, the brightest of the brightest, and can do anything, no matter how amorphous the problem is. It just takes just sitting down, doing a whiteboard session, starting there and moving forward. I would say that's a personal learning, which is, now I'm not scared of tackling anything. If there's a problem, it could be like, a large public company dealing with growth challenges. I feel confident that, maybe I can tackle that. Maybe I'm disillusioned, but it gives you that level of confidence. And I just wish I had that in 2006. And, I really want to work hard towards helping people get that, the moment they graduate. Yeah, it is hard. I guess probably the hardest things that anybody can do, you probably know, every entrepreneur would say that. However, it's totally worth it. Just like anything that's so hard, you do it and you learn so much. Even JEE exam, right? It's hard, but once you get through, you've accomplished a lot. So sorry, Lata, what was your second question? Major challenges, right?
Yeah, well, how easy was it, and what was the major challenge that?
Yeah. So I think the major challenge for any startup entrepreneur is to stay focused, right? There's so much going on at all points of time. So many people wanting you. Then, so many things that need your attention. For example, fundraising, how to keep the company moving forward, how to make payroll, how to ensure everybody's happy, how to ensure people are focused and, working on the company's mission, vision, and the North Star metric. So there's a lot going on at any point of time, but the key is to keep focusing and deliver value to the user and work on the North Star goal of the company. So I spent so much time getting distracted, which in hindsight, I wouldn't have done. I spent so much time thinking about things emotionally, as well as, spent a ton of time on issues that now that I think back are, probably irrelevant. So I think over time I got better at it, but staying focused on the core business and making sure we are driving value to customers, continuing to execute on that North Star metric is probably the toughest challenge any founder will have.